This wasn't just another rap song. Not Like Us didn't drop like an ordinary diss track, it hit hard like a hammer. What many people don't realize is that Drake's team anticipated it and did everything possible to prevent it from reaching the public. Let's rewind to a few weeks before the song's release. Behind the scenes, tensions between Kendrick Lamar and Drake had escalated. The shots were no longer subtle. Kendrick was preparing to release a track that would name names, reveal secrets, and leave no room for misinterpretation. This prospect terrified Drake's team. Hello everyone, welcome to Celebrity Cookies. Please don't forget to subscribe and comment your thoughts about the video. I hope to see you in our next cookies. Drake has always excelled at controlling the narrative, whether it's managing fallout from a feud or turning controversy into chart success. He's built his brand on staying ahead. But this time, Kendrick was playing a different game, one that Drake couldn't manipulate with memes or social media posts. Rumors began to circulate. Kendrick wasn't just crafting a diss, he was preparing an exposé. And Not Like Us was set to be the main event. Sources from both sides indicated that Drake's team caught wind of Kendrick's plans early on. They weren't sure of the specifics, but they knew it would be impactful. Panic ensued. Conference calls were held, PR teams were mobilized, and lawyers were consulted. Drake's camp was determined to prevent the song from being released. That's when the damage control kicked in. The first step was to reach out to shared industry contacts, executives, producers, distributors, anyone who had sway over music releases. They made discreet inquiries to delay the song's launch, discussing legal loopholes. The aim? To stall Kendrick just long enough for Drake to release his own response or, ideally, to persuade him to tone it down. But Kendrick wasn't interested in playing those games. He bypassed the typical major label processes, keeping the release tight-lipped and straightforward. There were no leaks or warnings. Just when Drake's team thought they had bought themselves some time, boom. Not Like Us was released without any notice. The reaction was immediate. The song didn't just trend, it exploded. Millions of streams within hours. TikTok, Twitter, Reddit. Every corner of the internet buzzed. For the first time in a while, Drake wasn't trending for a hit. He was trending because he was under attack. And Kendrick wasn't just throwing light punches. He was delivering blows with precision and evidence. Drake's team scrambled to respond. The focus shifted from prevention to damage control. How do you respond to a track like that without appearing guilty? How do you deny something when the public already believes it to be true? Attempts to suppress the song only made it more powerful. By trying to silence Kendrick, Drake's camp inadvertently validated everything fans were starting to suspect. Why else would they attempt to block a song if it didn't hit a nerve? Why else would they panic if the message didn't carry significant weight? Kendrick was fully aware of the situation. He wanted them to attempt to stop him. Because the moment they did, he had them right where he wanted, trapped, vulnerable, and on the defensive. Every line in Not Like Us struck like a precise hit. It wasn't chaotic or unrestrained rapping, it was a deliberate truth delivered with raw intensity. While Drake's team tried to frame it as just another rap beef, the online community wasn't convinced. This wasn't merely two rappers exchanging bars. This was one individual dismantling a meticulously crafted empire. Drake had established his persona as untouchable, the charismatic hitmaker who could engage in feuds and still come out ahead. But Kendrick, he didn't adhere to those rules. He wasn't concerned with popularity contests. He wanted the truth to be acknowledged. And it was. Drake's reaction? Weak. Disjointed. Too late. No matter how many millions of followers he had, or how polished his lyrics were, the dynamics had shifted. The balance of power had changed. The person who once dominated the conversation was now struggling to keep pace. And fans took notice. For the first time in his career, Drake found himself on the defensive. Every action scrutinized. His alliances questioned. His silence criticized. Meanwhile, Kendrick? He didn't need to say anything more. He had already made his point. Not Like Us had spoken for itself. The most astonishing part? This entire situation revealed the greatest fear in hip-hop, that even the most influential artists can't escape the truth. No amount of public relations, industry connections, or social media influence can protect you from a message that resonates. Drake's team attempted to suppress the message, but Kendrick made it unforgettable. And the irony? If they had simply allowed the song to be released without interference, it might not have gained the same explosive reaction. It might not have seemed like Kendrick struck a nerve, but by trying to stop it, they only validated it. They made it undeniable. Now, every fan, critic, and industry insider is viewing Drake in a new light. The facade is cracked. The mask has slipped. Kendrick didn't just win a rap battle, he transformed the cultural landscape. So here we are. The effort to silence Kendrick Lamar has resulted in the biggest loss Drake has faced in years. It serves as a reminder that truth in hip-hop, no matter how concealed, always finds a way to resonate. And while we anticipate the next track that will take the internet by storm, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You won't want to miss the next chapter in this thrilling saga. Trust me,